Hello and welcome to this how to make a Wordwall demonstration video. So the first thing you need to do is you need to type in Wordwall into your search engine. I'm using the Edge version of search here, or Bing, just because I was logged in previously using that particular internet provider. Then you need to click onto Wordwall itself. If you decide to start your own account, which you should, when you click on login, you can actually sign in with Google if you haven't registered Google. This is just my work account here. Okay, so what we want to do is, once we have set up an account, we want to go to Create Activity. And then we have a variety of different choices. The example that we used in Workshop 1, the recent workshop series, was a group sort about healthy and unhealthy foods, because it sort of supports everyday functional English for a variety of different learners. Okay, so here we can type in healthy versus unhealthy foods. Okay, and then you could put in a little bit more of a description here about what you actually need to do in the tasks, regarding the matching. But here what we want to do is give this label healthy, and then this label unhealthy. And of course you may have your own opinions on the most current debates in food science and nutrition, but let's just go with some fairly common healthy and unhealthy items. So here you have a maximum of 8 entries and a maximum of 20 in this particular entry size there as well. You've got 8 groups as well. So I'm going to put in vegetables, and then here I'll put in fried chicken. Okay, and I can also create an image here. These images are free and copyright protected. Okay, so remembering that using multimodal outputs like images and things like that creates inclusivity for all of our learners, particularly if they're more visually inclined. So obviously fried chicken has a nice image here. Obviously colourful and attractive and easily relatable images are key. Another healthy food item we might put in is fruit. Okay, we have a variety of fruit here in that fruit salad. And then unhealthy, we might put in milkshakes. Milkshake. Alright, so I've got something like that. Looks delicious, but obviously it's quite unhealthy. Okay, so I've reached my maximum, my minimum amount of items. Obviously you can go all the way to 20. Okay, and then once you click done, and on the right here you can also click group sort, anagram, opening box. You can sort of change different templates if you wish. Okay, you can also maximize the screen. You can also use music through that function there. I'll just turn that off in case it becomes distracting. So what we want to do is we want to always ensure that we trial our activities before we distribute them to our learners. Obviously we can trial them from the perspective of the student experience, but we want to make sure that they kind of work in the way that they're intended to. So let's drag healthy foods, fruit and vegetables, into the health column, and then I'll drag milkshake and fried chicken into the unhealthy, and then submit as this. Yay, and then you can say, well, you can see now that I've achieved the task. There's a leaderboard function. You can also show answers. Okay, and then another thing we can do is we can share the activity to our students. We can give it a tag. I'll put technical and vocational with the view that maybe it's for adults coming in with low language levels. Maybe English as a second language, maybe English. I think that's good for now. Then publish it, and then I can copy the link. Obviously there, distribute it. I can get a QR code, which is what we used in when we did this as a group during workshop 1. I can also distribute it through Facebook or Pinterest or through Google Classroom. Okay, so that concludes our how to make a Wordwall demonstration tutorial video, and I hope you have a good time creating games for your learners.